In this video I will talking about some historical places in the city of Bogota. First I will start talking about the Palace of Justice. Okay, in the Palace of Justice there have not been one or two but three in total. The headquarters of the Colombian cultures have five six in this story. The first was made by architects Pablo de la Cruz and Escipio Rodriguez between 1919 and 1933, according to Alberto Escobar, author of the Bogota Historical Center Guide. This was of 11th Street with a sister carrier were today in the Gabriel Garcia Marquez Cultural Center and it operated until 1948 when it was destroyed in the Bogota. On November 9, 1984, that day that David, the story of Bogota into the center of the city suffered, the symbol of the Colombian justice was on the thus affected after the murder of Jorge Eliezer Gaitán. Then, the Luis Ángel Arango Library preserves the collection of the photographies by Curvencindo Cuellar, which includes pieces from the Palace of Justice building of 11th Street. Candelaria is home to some of Bogota's most popular museums and attractions. The neighborhood is a literary juxtaposition between old and new, historic and modern. The beautiful buildings are typical of Spanish colonial architecture, while the streets boast some of the most unique graffiti murals you ever see. Cultural Center Gabriel Garcia Marquez. This cultural and historical art center has been a national monument since 1963. Today it is a hub for students, tourists, and scholars looking to escape the busy city and immerse themselves within a stimulating environment. The centers and galleries, cafe, cultural academy, library, and hundreds of other resources for visitors to gain a deeper understanding of Colombian arts, politics, culture, and history. The Cuervo House was built in 1793 and was the birthplace of one of the best Spanish language artists. The architecture of the building is colonial with Mozart big details. In this place, there was first better wedding in the city, won by brothers Angela and Rufino Jose Cuervo. And Rufino Jose Cuervo was born in Candelaria in Bogota in 1844 and died in Paris in 1911 after embarking on a 29-year trip to the French capital. After the death of original owners, the house fulfilled the different functions within which the Centers for the Mentally Ill have been given in 1917 under the management of the governor of Cundinamarca, Joaquín Piñeros Corpas. The house of the linguist Rufino Jose Cuervo became the headquarters of Caro and Cuervo Institute in 1917. During the government of Maesal Pastrana Borrero, became the headquarters of Literary Institute or Museum Library. The linguist and library of the Caro and Cuervo Institute includes a study of the speech of several Spanish American countries, study on Chinese language, and study centers in many American languages. The Plaza Bolivar is the main square in the heart of Candelaria and on the center for some of the city's most important buildings and coffees. Is named after one of the Colombia's most important historical figures, Simón Bolívar. Bolivar's important independence of Colombia from Spanish rule is seen through the square, Syrian country. Around the square you see the Palace of Justice, the national capital within the Cathedral of Bogota and the Museum 20 Independence Day. In December, lots of people fill the square to see the bright lights and Christmas trees that fill the area to celebrate the holidays. Museum of Independence, House of Florida. In this current house in the Plaza of Bolivar was founded in 1916 the Museum of July 2018, named until 2010, year in which to commemorate the bicentennial of the independence of Colombia. It was he made a renovation of museum transforming it into a space for meeting and dialogue with our story and our present. Or that same that some new rooms will give to the public with in the which reflects are raising of the events that led to the signing of the at the Revolution of July 2018 10 and on concepts such as autonomy, freedom, forms of government and social dynamics.